Greetings everyone. In today's video, we're going to take you up to the rooftop of the local restaurant and show you how we install the makeup air ducting that we've been fabricating in the previous video. Before we get going on that, I wanted to demonstrate how all this ducting goes together. So I pulled together some photos off the internet just to kind of explain what we're doing for those of you who do not do sheet metal work. So let's get going on that. When we were fabricating up the ducting, I had talked about notching the corners where those scratch marks intersected. And here's kind of a good shot of why we notch those corners. The ducting we're putting together using the S and drive connection. So it's a S, I call it S lock and a drive clip. But the ducting, as you see here, two opposing sides are a raw edge, which the S piece will go on. And then the other two opposing sides will have the drive clip, which is the side that you see the half inch is bent over into a hook shape. On the right side of this diagram, you can see how the drive clip connects to the hooks and how the S-lock wraps around the raw edges of the ducting. Here you can see the S-lock installed and the ducting is ready for the drive clip where those two opposing hemmed edges have come together. Here the drive is being tapped across the hemmed edges to close those up. Once it is all the way across the ducting, I usually let it run about 1.5 inches long, and then I cut it off and fold that 1.5 inches over the S-lock side of the ducting to make a nice looking joint. We had put the initial piece going down through the roof and that first 90-degree elbow bend in place before I realized I hadn't started filming. So we'll pick up from there and continue on with the ducting. Today we finished the installation of all the rooftop ducting for the makeup air going to the kitchen, and now we are working on sealing up all the joints, and Wyatt's underneath doing the hard work where all the sealant drops down on you while you're under there.
Still get some shade though.
That's right, he said at least he gets some shade under there. And then ducting comes around and ties into this Resnor heater, so that way the makeup air to the kitchen will come in here and go through, and then if it is basically we are tempering the air to be within 10 degrees of whatever the inside of the restaurant is. So that's why we have the heater, because obviously we are in Pollock Pines and it snows and gets pretty darn cold up here. So Wyatt and I are gonna get on to sealing up the rest of this ductwork. Alright, so Wyatt and I finished sealing up all the joints on the ducting, and now we're working on the fan interlocking down in the kitchen. So this unit will be tied in with this exhaust fan, and there's another exhaust fan over on the other side, but we don't think the control is set up for the right amperage right now. So we're going to double check that, make sure. This is a 110 volt motor in this unit. We just want to make sure that's what it's set up for downstairs. Here's a look at the opposite side. And then I'll come around to this corner over here. It's just hard to walk on this roof. We have to be careful where we step. And here is the rest of it on this side. And then there's our air intake for fresh air. In case you're wondering, we went with some heavy duty angle legs that had feet welded on them. And then I had some 3x6 pressure treated left from the mud sills at the house. So we decided to span over the, or stand on top of the ribs of the roof so the water will be able to run underneath. Initially, when I measured the ducting, I had one piece left right at the outlet of the duct heater that was supposed to be 19 inches long. We didn't build that one when we were in the shop initially, just in case the measurement changed or something once we put the ducting together. And it's been a while since I had measured up rooftop ductwork, and I wasn't real confident in my measurement. So you'll see the second day we come back, we get that piece in, and then we end up sealing the ducting. And I probably should have went with my gut feeling, because the 19-inch piece that I measured would have been perfect, and had we just built it the day we were in the shop doing all the fabricating, we would have had all the pieces there to wrap it up, or at least get it all put together in one day. I hope you enjoyed the video of us installing that makeup air ducting. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.